Today, the work culture has shifted dramatically from where it was years ago. Back then, people didn't care so much about mental health, getting paid livable wages, or having good working environments. We were told to grin and deal with it, when most these days can't. As mental health is taking center stage in some issues with work, here are some signs where it would be wise to quit your job, though not before looking for some other work first. Number 1. Needs are communicated, but nothing has changed. Keep in mind that change is slow and requests aren't going to be immediately fulfilled. However, if you voice concerns in meetings or to your boss plenty of times and nothing has changed, it might be worth leaving depending on how toxic the workplace is. Number 2, you're too comfortable with work. While we like to think the pinnacle of a fulfilling job is one where you feel comfortable and confident, it is not as glamorous as it's made up to be. Jobs, and any other work, should be challenging to some degree. Comfort makes us complacent and instills a mindset where you just need to show up and do a few things and that's it. It's not good because life throws curveballs at us. If you need to react quickly to something, you might not be able to perform that well if you're comfortable, for example. Similar to goals, if you're at a plateau, you need to figure out what to be doing next. This doesn't always mean quit that job, but it might be getting a promotion, getting more tasks, or a new project to work on. Number 3, you have chronic stress from work. All work causes some level of stress, and so if you're feeling stressed at work, that's not a sign. What is a sign is if you're constantly in that stressed out state, even outside of work. Chronic stress is the starting process of burnout, which is a depressive state where you don't feel like working at all. If you're feeling like this, do communicate first before even considering leaving your job. Some employers are happy to help. Number 4, bringing negative energy back home. We all have a rough day at work or people that get us angry. As such, it's hard to notice the signs since we naturally vent or complain about those things. The difference between that and this sign is if this is a constant issue where you're coming back home angry. That or something as simple as dirty dishes sends you into a hissy fit. Number 5, you keep telling yourself it's just a job. Jobs are meant to be stepping stones for us. Even though we are in our own respective fields, we should be able to make changes in our career. New positions that pay better, being a manager, starting up our own businesses. Things like that suggest the jobs that we take ought to be temporary. If you find yourself going to a job for the sake of it, then the job isn't that great. A job should not only financially enrich you, but grow you to new heights. It's supposed to be challenging. Number 6, you feel a sense of dread getting out of bed or the thought of work. The obvious one of all is the sheer thought of going to work creates a sensation of anxiety, anger, or dejection from the start. Regardless of the source, feeling that is a clear tell that you do not want to be there. With the current working landscape being what it is, people will no doubt take advantage of mental health issues as a scapegoat to get out of doing work. That, or people believing that is the case. That being said, if you are experiencing these signs genuinely, it's worth bringing them up first and thinking of alternatives. If nothing changes, then you might be due to make a transition.